Welcome back to the San Dimas Wine Shop. We're here this week with Dylan and Dylan's Picks. He's going to talk about some of the wine, and he's also going to talk about some of the pairing that's going to be going on to include these wonderful little gems. So Dylan, take it away.
Thanks, Bonnie. Thank you so much for having me on. What I've done here with these week's picks is I've decided to do something that's a little bit more food oriented. Now, I think that probably 80–90% of the wines here are food friendly, but I've decided to go with wines here that I think are food friendly all year round. So,
All year.
all year round. So let's talk about this first one, which is the Tiki Pinot Gris.
Which is new to us.
Yes, it is. Okay, so this comes from Waipara, and Waipara is still South Island, East Coast, and it's kind of sandwiched in between Marlborough and Church Christ.
That's New Zealand, right?
It is New Zealand, yes. Now, the reason why this is important is because it's got some good bright acidity. So think about quince and think about pear, and what I would be pairing this with is I'd be going with like maybe some green green curry with some chicken in it. But I wouldn't go too spicy, because if you go too spicy, you're probably going to kill this wine. All right, so
Green curry.
green curry, so go nice and light on it, but it's a beautiful region. The wines are nice, bright, acidic, and go with a coconut curry. On this next one here, we've got the Tablas, which is the Pataline the Tablas. This is a GSM blend, but it's primarily Syrah, so it's Syrah Grenache Mourvèdre. It does have a
Which
little
means GSM.
yes, but it does have a little bit of Counoise in it. And here's what I'd be thinking about barbecue. So what I would do with this is I would probably do a little bit of a dry rub on this, and I would go with just some garlic, salt, some pepper. I'd be going with maybe some onion on this, and what I would do with this is I would then just take your favorite barbecue sauce, and it could be anything over the counter, and I think you're going to notice just how well it goes with this. What I would do is I would grill it first, and then I would just toss it in a little bit of barbecue sauce, and you're going to see how well this goes.
Ooh, yum, and that's from
This is right out of Paso Robles, right over here. And then right down the street, actually this is a Jason Haas wine. I absolutely love what he does. Right over here we got the Adelaida. This is the Keeper, which is also another GSM blend, Grenache Syrah Mourvèdre, and it does have Counoise, and it does have a little bit of Cinsault in it. Now, what I particularly like about this wine is it's got some good bright acidity. And if there were a couple of things that I would think about this wine, I would be looking at Herbes de Provence. When you taste this wine, you're going to notice how much of a lavender and oregano, and I would be looking about rosemary. So I would go with either chicken, beef, or even some grilled vegetables. You toss them with a little bit of red wine vinegar. You can toss them with some olive oil and then some Herbes de Provence. And then I would just salt and pepper them right at the very end, grill them, and you're going to see how well this goes. But right out of Paso Robles, this is a fantastic wine. Next is the Home Fire.
Cool
Now,
label on this one.
I really like
I
this
like it,
Home
yeah.
Fire. It comes right out of Dry Creek, out of Sonoma. Big fruit flavors. So I would be looking at probably some lamb chops with this.
Oh, it sounds good
I
to
would be
me,
looking
yes.
at lamb chops, and I think I would probably be doing especially a little bit of mint and tarragon. Now, I've got a recipe that I use, mint, tarragon, and we've used it here at the shop before.
Can we get that recipe?
Yes,
Dylan?
absolutely. I'll put that on the
Bonus.
website. So I would be looking at olive oil, anchovy paste, garlic, with a little bit of mint and tarragon, and I would do a rub on that, let that sit overnight, and then I would grill it and salt it once, I would salt it once it's on the grill. But absolutely fantastic from Dry Creek. One of my favorite summer
Nice
wines, because
petite
it
Syrah.
really is
Inky
just a
too.
good grilling wine. Then we go here onto the Felino Viña-Cobos. This is a Paul Hobbs Imports. Oh, God, I can't even talk about absolutely love this wine. I would be looking at something that's got some sort of a hoisin soy glaze. And specifically, because I'm a big dark meat fan when it comes to chicken, is I would be looking at drumsticks, and I would probably do some sort of a hoisin barbecue sauce based glaze on it. And then I would just be topping it off with a little bit of toasted sesame seeds after it comes off of the grill, and then after I've tossed it. And I think you're gonna notice just how beautiful this wine is. It comes out of Mendoza, Argentina.
Great
Absolutely
Malbec.
delicious.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I think it
Oh.
spends. This one spends 8 months on a combination of French American oak. Absolutely love this wine. Then, last but not least, I was just talking to Ron, the owner of the shop at this wine, and I was thinking to myself, you need to do something kind of big and bold with this wine because it's got some firm tannins on it. What I would probably be doing is maybe some grilled ribeyes with this. Some grilled ribeyes, or I would, if you're talking about the winter time, because we were talking about how these wines go all year round, I'd be either doing a duck confit in the fall time, or I'd also be looking at probably like a coq au vin. I think that would also
Yum.
work really, really well. So
Then
these
this
are
is also 100% Malbec.
100%.
And putting these two next to each other, they are so different from 99.
Yeah. So and I think that brings up a good point, Bonnie. Is here we've done a highly acidic New Zealand wine. Here we go with a couple of similar wines that are a GSM that have either got Counoise, Cinsault, or a combination of. We go into a couple of we go into this petite Syrah, which is probably
It kind of breaks it up.
yeah, it kind of does break it up because then we go into 2 Malbecs here, and this Malbec does have a little bit of Cabernet and Malbec and Merlot in it, but I think it's really well blended. I think it's really well made, and all of these wines, I hope you enjoy them as well as I do. I'll be sure to post some recipes on there.
That's going to be exciting, which means you need to be looking on Facebook. You need to be looking at the website to get your subscription, your email in there, so we can get those wonderful recipes to go along with these wonderful wines. And I'm trying to get Dylan to maybe throw in a recipe here and there to be put on the website every week.
Absolutely.
Good?
You've
Put
got
you on
my
the spot
commitment.
on that one.
And here's the thing, I mean, I think all of these are going to be great wines that are going to go from now through probably September, throughout the whole grilling season. And then when you go into October, there's definitely going to be some wines here that are also going to be going with a lot of your fall and winter dishes. So, cheers everyone.
And
Thank you so much.
we look forward to seeing you this week.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you.